Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow has been announced for 4K from Paramount. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer was announced for 4K by Sony. Second Sight Films dropped some amazing announcements, including It Follows on 4K. The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 4K and Blu-ray has been announced with tons of in-store exclusives. A Smile 4K Steelbook has been announced for some reason. This Showgirls 4K apparently has sound issues, and Vinegar Syndrome issued a statement saying whoops. And one of the most anticipated 4Ks has arrived as Monster Squad gets a 4K announcement from Kino Lorber. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we're here for the Physical Media Report, episode 166. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And man, guys, every single week, we have got so much to talk about. Like, things are really heating up. I've got a jam-packed episode here today. This is going to make your head spin. I'm just thinking about it right now. All the money, guys, that's going to be going out the window in the next few months, like to all of these amazing releases. Look, I'm here for it. I'm excited. But it's a lot to take in. But look, before we get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk physical media on this channel, 4Ks, Blu-rays, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. So if you'd like that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button and then leave me a comment down below, guys, of everything that we talk about here today. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets your juices flowing the most? We've got rumors, guys. We've got news and announcements. We've got some physical media woes to talk about. We've got issues to talk about here today, guys. We've got deals, and then we got what is new this week. It's crazy this week, guys. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's talk about the rumors. So either this Friday or next Monday. It's weird with Shout Factory and their announcements. They usually wait till like right at the end of the month to make their announcements, or like at the beginning of the month. So I don't know exactly when the Shout Factory, Screen Factory announcements are going to be, but we have already got rumors. We have already got listings up on Bluray.com of what the September slate for Shout Factory is going to be. So no 4K covers or images or anything like that, but we do have listings for Night of the Demons, Pumpkinhead, and Natural Born Killers set to come out from Shout Factory on 4K. No release dates or anything like that, but usually when these pop up like so far in advance or a week in advance or whatever, they're the ones that are going to be announced next. So I would anticipate these are going to be the September announcements for Shout Factory, Screen Factory. Now, Natural Born Killers is really interesting because Shout Factory could either do one of two things. They could do a lazy, just 4K, no slipcover, put it out, no special features, or this could be an incredible collector's edition release with multiple slipcovers and pins and all that kind of stuff. I think that Natural Born Killers is one of those movies that would deserve a collector's edition release. I think a lot of people will be excited about that movie coming out. So, yeah, I mean, you could get like a pin of Woody Harrelson's head. Like, that could be pretty cool. But I'm definitely excited about that. I just hope it gets a collector's edition. I hope there's some new special features. Maybe get an interview with Oliver Stone or Woody Harrelson. That's probably too much to ask. Juliette Lewis, probably too much to ask. But they could do some new special features to that one at least. And I mean, that's a movie that I believe is also written by Quentin Tarantino. So definitely a cool pick, and definitely a cool one to come out from Shout Factory, Screen Factory. I don't know if it'll be a Screen Factory release or a Shout Factory 4K. I have to imagine because Oliver Stone did Platoon. That was released from Shout Factory last year. I would have to imagine this is probably going to be a regular Shout Factory release. I just hope that it gets a slipcover. I know, guys, me and my slipcovers, right? But it's important, like when you're doing these collector's editions, to put a nice little slipcover on it. So I hope it gets the premiere treatment, Natural Born Killers. But getting into Night of the Demons and Pumpkinhead, I'm sure these are just going to be the standard re-releases with the 4K slipcovers on them of the original poster art for both of these movies. They both have previous Screen Factory Blu-rays, which both look great, but I'm excited to upgrade both of these to 4K. I think that both of these movies will look phenomenal in 4K. So definitely some exciting stuff, guys. When this news actually does break, I will definitely be on here to talk about it for sure. Let's go ahead and jump into the news and announcements, guys. The stuff that actually has been announced and is coming out. We have Sleepy Hollow coming to 4K. This news just broke this morning. In fact, over the weekend, there was news of Sleepy Hollow coming to 4K on Bluray.com, but we actually got the images of the 4K and the 4K Steelbook coming out on September the 5th from Paramount. So this is supposed to be a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR. Again, it's going to have a slipcover with the Steelbook. I don't know how I feel about these new Paramount like banners at the top. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It says the Blu-ray and the 4K and the digital code and whatever. I don't know. It just looks a little... I appreciate that it's smaller, I guess, like, and you have more room for the actual like artwork and the poster on it, but I don't know, but I do kind of like this one because it's like, you know, orange and whatever, but I don't know if orange goes with Sleepy Hollow, to be honest. Like, I get what they're going for. It's kind of like orangey Halloween themed. You know, you got the orange, you got the black, but there's nothing on the Sleepy Hollow poster that's orange, so it kind of just doesn't go with the flow of the actual like artwork on the cover. But I don't know. It's cool that we're getting Sleepy Hollow on 4K though. This is probably next to Beetlejuice, my favorite Tim Burton movie, and then you would probably go Batman and Batman Returns after that. For me, that would make up my top 4, and then Mars Attacks. That would round out my top 5 Tim Burton movies, in case you guys were wondering. I know you guys are so interested in that, right? But Sleepy Hollow on 4K, I think this movie's gonna look phenomenal on 4K. You know, Tim Burton directed. You got Johnny Depp in this movie, Christina Ricci, you got Christopher Walken. Such a great cast in this film, so I cannot wait for Sleepy Hollow to come out on 4K. That's coming out on September the 5th. Now, another announcement that we got just yesterday, and this kind of floored a lot of people. A lot of people were not expecting this to come from Kino Lorber, but Kino Lorber did one of their 4K announcements where they don't really announce a title, but they do announce the title. There's no like cover art or anything like that, but Monster Squad is finally coming to 4K from Kino Lorber at some point. Now, usually when they do these announcements, we're still about 6 to 9 months out for the actual like 4K release. We could be getting the cover art announcement and everything within the next like 4 or 5 months, but usually there's a little bit of a gap there. They just like to get it out that they're working on a title, and then later on they announce it. So I don't know if we're going to be getting this. To me feels like an October title though. Like, they should be releasing this one in October in time for Halloween. So maybe this is one that in the next couple of months we'll get the actual like 4K cover. Maybe they'll rush this one in. Maybe they just got this one in at the last minute or something. We're not going to have to wait as long for Monster Squad on 4K, because this to me feels like an October title. I can't see them releasing this in January or February or March of next year. Like, this feels like a Halloween title. You got the Universal monsters, or not really the Universal monsters, but the vampire and the Wolfman and all that stuff. I've actually never seen Monster Squad, so I'm going to be excited to watch this for the first time on 4K. I know it's a huge title that everybody loves. I remember the movie when I was a kid. I don't know, I never watched the movie. So what do you want me to say, guys? I'm going to watch it when it comes out on 4K. But Monster Squad on 4K, are you excited for Monster Squad on 4K? Of course, I'm excited to get more details. Are we going to be getting more, new commentaries, new interviews and stuff like that? Kino Lorber usually does a pretty good job, as we'll get into here in a second, with adding in new features and stuff with their new 4K releases. So I'm excited for Monster Squad, guys, on 4K. Are you? Let me know that in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and get into the next announcement. We have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So I talked about this last week in the rumor section. It has been officially announced by Disney, like we knew it would. It's a new Marvel movie. Of course, it's going to get a 4K and a Blu-ray and all that stuff. So this is going to be getting a 4K with a nice white slipcover, as is the Blu-ray as well. But the Blu-ray has different artwork on it, different kind of like poster scheme. But I'm loving the white slipcovers from Disney. I'm going to do an unboxing on it later this week, or a showcase of it. But I just got the Avatar 4K in, and that white slipcover is so freaking nice. So I'm digging these like white slipcovers that Disney is doing right now. So I'm absolutely going to be picking this one up, because I really enjoyed Guardians as well. It's probably the best Marvel movie in a long time. So the 4K is going to be coming out, guys. The Blu-ray, these are all available for pre-order right now, by the way. A 4K Steelbook from Best Buy is currently up for pre-order as well, and a Walmart 4K, which I love the cover of the Walmart 4K. I think that's an awesome cover for sure, but that is also available for pre-order right now. It's going to be coming out on August the 1st. It's going to have HDR and Dolby Atmos. No Dolby Vision, which a lot of people have been hitting back against Disney about, so I don't know what that's all about. But HDR and Dolby Atmos, you're going to have new features, guys. You're going to have deleted scenes. You're going to have a audio commentary with James Gunn, which I just think is super cool. I just railed against Evil Dead Rise for coming out with no special features, no commentary by the director, which I just think is ridiculous. So cool. And like, James Gunn is like, if there's nobody's more more busy than James Gunn right now. He's trying to usher in like a new DC universe, and he's directing the new Superman movie, but he still has time to devote to doing a audio commentary for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So I think that's super cool, guys. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it was a good movie. If you haven't seen it, if you're a fan of Guardians, I do recommend the movie. So I'm excited for that one to come out on 4K and Blu-ray. We also have I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, guys, coming out from Sony on September the 26th. This is going to be getting HDR, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos, and a new commentary, audio commentary with the director of the film, which again is super cool. Sony always does a good job of adding in new special features as well. So they did I Know What You Did Last Summer last year. They're doing I Still Know What You Did Last Summer this year. This is definitely not as good as the first one, if I remember, but to be honest, I was never a huge fan of either one of these movies. When I watched the first one last year, I kind of gained a new appreciation for it, but Sony did incredible work on that first I Know What You Did Last Summer. It looked fantastic. Sony always does a great job with 4K, so I'm excited to watch this one in 4K because I know it's going to look incredible. You got Jack Black in this movie as a Rasta guy in 4K. That's going to look amazing, and this movie does have that island setting. So I think that with the island setting, with all the rainfall and stuff, I think it's going to look really great in 4K. Even if the movie is not the best, I think the movie is going to look phenomenal in 4K. So definitely a cool pick from Sony to put that out. And I don't know if they're going to do the third one or not. Wasn't that like straight to video or whatever? I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. I don't know if they'll do that one or not, but it's definitely cool that they're doing the sequel as well. I think Brandy is in the sequel, if I remember correctly. So excited to check out some Brandy, you know, in 4K. I don't feel like we got enough Brandy in 4K. Do you guys think we got enough Brandy in 4K? Let me know that in the comment section below. I know you guys are excited for it. Let's get into the Second Sight August announcements, guys. So I did an entire video breaking this down because I just could not wait for the physical media report when this was announced, but It Follows is coming to 4K, and I am just over the moon, so excited. I talked about It Follows coming to 4K. I believe like the physical media report, like episode 80 or something. Like it was like a year and a half ago I talked about It Follows coming to 4K because a rumor came up. So I am just so excited that this is finally coming out. It Follows coming to 4K from Second Sight. Like that's the company I wanted to do it. Like this is one of my dream physical media releases coming out right here. Dolby Vision, HDR, and Dolby Atmos as well, which I think is fantastic. I think that Disaster Piece score is going to sound incredible in Dolby Atmos. New commentary and features, and this is coming out on August 28th. So It Follows, guys. If you haven't seen it, it's one of the greatest horror movies of the 2010s. I love it. I think it's going to look great in 4K as well. We also got David Cronenberg's Crimes of the Future coming to 4K. Now, this already has a 4K released by Decal Releasing. I did a whole video on that last week as well. This is going to be coming out on 4K from Second Sight, though, with Dolby Vision, HDR. It's also going to be getting a new commentary and features as well. And that's going to be coming out on August 28th. So the artwork on both of these two look fantastic. I'm on the fence about whether or not I'm going to pick up Crimes of the Future, but I pre-ordered It Follows immediately. Like I had to have that in the collection. Just so excited. So Staying Alive is also coming to 4K, guys. The John Travolta starring Staying Alive, the sequel, of course, to Saturday Night Fever. This is going to be coming out. I believe this movie is also directed by Sylvester Stallone as well. This is going to be coming out from Kino Lorber on August the 29th with Dolby Vision and HDR and a new commentary and an interview with the actress of the movie. So like I said, guys, Kino Lorber, like they're putting stuff out. They're also doing new features. They're doing new commentaries on 4K. So definitely cool stuff coming out of Kino Lorber. Now, we did talk about Staying Alive coming to 4K. That was in one of their announcements. I believe that was actually announced like back in November and December. So see what I said? It takes like 6 months for these like pre-announcements to come out, and then later on we get the actual like 4K. So I'm hoping that pretty soon, because I think this one was announced like right before Face Off was announced. I'm hoping that pretty soon we get that official announcement for the Kino Lorber Face Off 4K, and also Kindergarten Cop on 4K was announced as well. And we haven't heard anything about that one, so I'm hoping we get the Kindergarten Cop 4K and the Face Off 4K announcements, official announcements soon. We also got 3 Days of Condor coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber on August 29th. Not too familiar with this movie. Dolby Vision, HDR. I know it's a movie starring Robert Redford, and you're going to be getting a new commentary with this one as well. So definitely cool stuff coming out of Kino Lorber. We also got Fletch and Fletch Lives coming out on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber this year at some point. This was just like a pre-announcement of these movies coming to Blu-ray, but they're supposed to be coming this year. So some classic Chevy Chase comedies coming out on Blu-ray. I'm loving the Chevy love this year. We got these two movies coming out. We got Vacation on 4K coming out. Very exciting Chevy Chase stuff coming coming out for sure. We also got a Smile 4K Steelbook coming out from Paramount on September the 5th. I have no idea why. I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. I watched it on Paramount Plus and I'm like, I'm good. I didn't even need to own that one. I didn't even buy it. Maybe I'll buy the 4K if I see it for like $5 someday, but I'm absolutely not buying this Steelbook. I was not a big fan of this movie. And to be honest, I don't think the Steelbook has the best artwork to it, but that's coming out from Paramount. So if you're a Smile fan, get excited for that coming out on September the 5th. We also have some Severin Announcements to talk about real quick. Their sale, I believe, starts this Thursday. I think they're having like a summer sale. In addition to their sale coming up, we got some new announcements of some titles coming out on 4K and Blu-ray. We got The Psychic, which is a Lucio Fulci film coming out on 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR. That's supposed to be coming out later this summer. We also got The Last Horror film coming out on 4K with Dolby Vision HDR. 5+ hours of extra features, so definitely cool stuff there, and that's supposed to be coming out later this summer. And then we got Private Crimes coming up Blu-ray with a new 2K restoration, new interviews, and that's supposed to be coming out later this summer as well. So some cool stuff coming out of Camp Severin for sure. We also have Christopher Nolan's Following getting a 25th anniversary limited edition Blu-ray from 101 Films. This looks like an incredible edition. This comes out on July the 31st with a new audio commentary and features, including an interview with Christopher Nolan himself. How did 101 Films get an interview with the man himself, Christopher Nolan? That is absolutely incredible. But yeah, definitely a cool looking release. I've never seen Following, but I will probably be grabbing this one and checking it out because I've heard some good things. Now, I believe it has a Criterion release, but I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember in my head that that movie did have a Criterion release. So let's go ahead and talk about Showgirls, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my Showgirls 4K right here, which I did get in. I did my Vinegar Syndrome unboxing, sale unboxing over the weekend. So apparently this Showgirls 4K, and a lot of people were letting me know in that video, has sound issues. The 5.1 surround track has some issues to it. Now, they didn't specify the issues or anything like that. Now, there's already a disc replacement program in place. Vinegar Syndrome is saying that if you order this directly from the Vinegar Syndrome website, your replacement disc is automatically coming in. So if you order this from the website, it should automatically be shipped to you once they do the new disc on it. Now, if you bought this from anywhere else, you have to provide proof of purchase to Vinegar Syndrome if you want your replacement disc. So if you got this, which I'm pretty sure most of the people ordered this directly from the Vinegar Syndrome website, you will be getting your disc automatically. So again, not exactly sure what the issues are, but there is issues with the 5.1 surround sound on this Showgirls 4K release. Vinegar Syndrome doesn't usually have a lot of problems, so I'll cut them a break here. Like, they're usually pretty good, and they got that disc replacement program in place like almost immediately. So I'll give them credit for that. And as long as they make it right, it's okay. There's issues that happen sometimes. It kind of sucks that it's with a high profile release like Showgirls on 4K because everybody's going to talk about it now. But it's okay, Vinegar Syndrome. We will forgive you as long as you make good on those replacement discs. Let's go ahead and jump into the deals, guys. We got a lot of awesome deals in place right now. We do have the Last Dragon 4K Steelbook pre-order available now for $29.99. So that's not a deal, that's not even out yet, but I did want to note that because I did discuss that a couple of weeks ago on the Physical Media Report, but it didn't have a price yet. That is going to be $29.99 coming out from Sony, the Last Dragon 4K Steelbook pre-order. Now, I will link that down below as I do all the deals and all the pre-order announcements that I talk about. So if you want to use those links, I would greatly appreciate it because those are Amazon affiliate links. We also have the Mission Impossible Blu-ray box set for $19.99. So if you just want to own all the Mission Impossible movies, not on 4K, but on Blu-ray, that's definitely a great deal for those 6 movies. We also have the individual Mission Impossible 4Ks, the individual 4K cases for $14.99 a piece right now. We have Mystery Men on 4K for a great price of $16.50. That's like a Kino Lorber sale price. So if you don't have Mystery Men on 4K, I can tell you right now the movie looks great, and it's a super fun meta commentary on superhero movies before they were even super popular. So great movie with Ben Stiller. If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend Mystery Men on 4K for $16.50. We also got Station 11 on 4K for $15.99. We got Transformers 4K Steelbook set. Now, I did an unboxing on this a few weeks back, and I believe it was like $130, $140 back then. It's now currently available for $106.25. So Great deal for that set. I mean, you get 6 steelbooks in that set, all the movies on 4K, so that's less than, I think, $18 per steelbook, so that's a great price point for that set for sure. Super nice set. I know it didn't have dividers in it, but it's a really nice, like, durable set, so I definitely recommend you jumping on that before it sells out. We got the Shazam Fury of the Gods 4K available for $19.99. We also got Dungeons and Dragons on 4K available for $23.94, and we got a Tucker and Dale Blu-ray Steelbook currently available for $8.99. So if you never picked up Tucker and Dale versus Evil, you can get the Steelbook for $8.99. Very low price for that Steelbook. And let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. So you're gonna have to bear with me because we got lots of stuff to talk about this week. This is a huge week for physical media. June itself has just been an incredible month, guys. June 2023 will go down as one of the all-time greatest months for physical media. I just thought this was a spectacular month. But we are closing out strong, guys, with the Vacation 4K coming out from Warner Brothers on 4K for $25.99. Also getting a Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook for $33.99. Now, I have received in my copy of Vacation on 4K from Warner Brothers. I did watch it last night, and I'm excited to talk about that one. I will have a review out for it very soon. We also got Evil Dead Rise coming out, guys, from Warner Brothers on 4K for $27.95 and Blu-ray for $22.95. Now, I already have a review for this up on the channel. Put it up last Friday, I think, so definitely check that out. I'll try to link it up there. We got Creepshow coming out on 4K from Scream Factory for $28.99. Now, I did a review on this one just yesterday, so go check it out. Again, I'll try to link that up there. I've already reviewed a lot of the stuff that's coming out this week. We also got Motel Hell coming out on 4K from Scream Factory for $29.99. I'm excited to get this one in. I did end up pre-ordering that. We got 3 Shout Factory site exclusives right now available on the Shout Factory website. Creepshow 3 is available for $29.98. We also got Revenge of the Cheerleaders for $29.98, and we got Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe, available for $29.98 as well. We got Waterworld coming out on 4K, guys, from Arrow Video for $42.99. Now, this is a big box set release, but damn, that's a steep price point for Arrow Video for that big box set. We also got Mallrats on 4K, guys, coming out from Arrow Video for $28.99. There's also a site exclusive with the 3D sailboat image on it from the movie, so that's definitely a cool little slipcover extra right there. We also got the Empire of Screams box set, guys. This thing right here that I just reviewed last Thursday. What an incredible box set. And that is coming out from Arrow Video. Now, it is not currently available for pre-order on Amazon. This box set is almost sold out on every single website except for the Arrow Video website. Now, I will link that Arrow Video website down below in the description. It's available on the Arrow site for $70, but definitely jump on this box set right now, guys, before it goes out of print, because this is one of the greatest greatest releases of the year. Go check out my video. But incredible release from Arrow Video, so don't miss out on that one. We also got Irreversible coming out from Altered Innocence for $34.99. We also got the Pasolini 101 box set with 9 movies coming out from the Criterion Collection for a very steep price point of $168.99. Looks like an incredible box set, but the Vinegar Syndrome sale is right around the corner. I would definitely wait for that sale to pick up that box set. We also got the Jurassic Park 4K 30th Anniversary Edition set coming out from Universal from Groove for $34.99. Now, I didn't see it available on Amazon. It is available on Groove, though, for $34.99. We also got the Mission Impossible 1 and 2 4K Steelbooks coming out this week. Just 1 and 2 coming out from Paramount for $27.99. We also got 5 new Warner Archive releases this week, guys. Some incredible stuff coming from Warner Archive this week. Angel Face for $19.99. Cage for $19.99. The Damned Don't Cry for $19.99. The Old Man in the Sea for $19.99. And Dangerous When Wet coming out for $19.99 as well. And we got 7 new Kino Lorber titles coming out this week. New Blu-ray Kino Lorber titles coming out this week, including Prison Girls 3D for $14.99. Will Penny for $12.49. White Buffalo for $12.49. Do It for One for $12.49. Millennium Mambo, and that's no price point on that. I think it's on the Kino Lorber website, though. The Goats for $17.99. And let's see if I can pronounce this correctly. Les Campieres, available for $12.49. Probably butchered it, but we also got Cold Eyes of Fear coming out on 4K from Indicator and Powerhouse Films for $29.99. We got Clay Dream coming out from Oscilloscope for $24.99. We got Morvern Caller coming out from Fun City for $22 $22.99. We got Please Baby Please coming out from Music Box Films for $29.99. We got 3 new Severin releases coming out this week, including Alien from the Abyss for $29.99, Extraterrestrial Visitors coming out for $34.99, and the Complete Comic Book Presents Channel 4 Films coming out for $34.22. We also got Tales of the Walking Dead Season 1 coming out from RLJE for $17.99 on Blu-ray. We got Young Sherlock Holmes coming out from Paramount for $14.99. We got The Tank coming out from Wellgo USA for $17.99. We got Big George Foreman coming out from Sony for $22.96. We got 2 new Blue Underground 4Ks reissued coming out, Dead and Buried on 4K for $24.92, and Daughters of Darkness coming out for $26.99. And we got Mickey and Minnie 10 Classic Shorts coming out as a Walmart exclusive from Disney for $15.49. And with that, guys, we are done with the Physical Media Report, episode 166. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below of everything that we talked about here today. What are you the most excited about? Also, turn on those bell notifications and follow me on all my social media accounts down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.